they hate this room. They don't want
Well,
it takes a little while to get used to it, obviously. And
you
again,
do.
we're not convinced that we're going to stay in this room, you know. All right, guys, we are now recording, and if there's any difference between me now recording and before, please let us know, okay? And this will be, by the way, the last test of what we're doing.
You sound good, by the way, recording-wise. And one other question before you go any further, please.
Yeah.
I got to ask you seriously. In the upper right corner of my window, I have recording module. It says recording module is not installed or doesn't run on your system. If you do not have the service installed, then click on this install button to install it now. I tried that yesterday and nothing happens.
Yeah, I think I think what you need to do is probably do that in IE.
Ah, okay.
And it should work.
All right.
What you need, so basically, you're not going to be able to do desktop sharing either, JQ, until you install it.
All
It's not
right.
going to work. Okay, just to let you know. All right, guys, thank you very much. What we're going to do today, and I mentioned earlier that one of the things that I've been trying to help everybody with was to make SMS Dominator more mobile than ever before. And I hired my programmer to set that up. Well, my programmer did a great job if you have Android 4.0 or better on your phone or on your Android tablet. But if you have anything like an iPhone or anything else, it's just not going to work. Well, I'm going to show you guys a workaround. So this workaround is not an easy workaround, but it does work. So I'm going to show you a recommendation on how you want to use this. Here's the situation. When you log into, and I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to go into desktop sharing right now, but I'm going to explain it while I'm doing that. When you log into SMS Dominator, some settings in there that I've always say don't touch, don't change, because if you change those settings, then you're going to have a problem by changing those settings. Well, I'm going to really want you to just 1 second here, guys. I got to set something up here. All right, can you see everything, JQ, by the way? Just to let you know, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, so far it looks good.
Okay, great. All right, so when you go into SMS Dominator, when you log in, you're going to go into SMS Dominator, which is this page right here. You're not going to see exactly this, but there's a button here that says Settings. I'm going to change it because you probably just saw it. There's a password in there, and that password you need to copy and paste it, and then email that password to yourself. So let me actually go into a dummy account. Be sure I have a dummy account. Let's see. It's a paid dummy account. Let's see if it works. That way, if you guys see the password, it doesn't matter. No, that doesn't work. Let's try another dummy account here. Of course, this is that's my dummy account, but it's set as free, so I have to change it to paid here. 1 second, guys. You're seeing the back end again of our system. Did is I changed a free dummy account that I have set up for myself for testing. And testing is very important, right, JQ?
Absolutely.
Let's see if that
How
works.
you gonna know if things work if you don't test it?
Well, that's what we're doing right now, and we certainly appreciate
Exactly.
you guys.
Guys.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you can go. Go ahead.
I was going to say, guys, we were talking about your email system and stuff the other day, and even with our email system with SMS Dominator, the U-Responder system. Anytime you get ready to send out a mail, always send it to yourself first. Make sure it comes out in your email account looking readable and the way you wanted it to look. Save you a lot of aggravation down the road.
Absolutely. Okay, here we are. When you guys log in and you go into, this is what your account is going to look like. Click on Settings, and here's a password. Please do not change this password. And at some point, I'm going to definitely, when we go out of our semi-beta situation. I'm going to make sure that everybody gets a message here somewhere. Do not change this password. What you want to do is you want to copy this password, though. Copy. And you want to send this password to your email. Now, one of the things that I've done in the past when I've let's see if I can reduce this size a little bit here. I want to make sure you guys can see all this, JQ. Okay.
I can see it.
Yep.
Myself.
Great. Excellent. Okay, so right here, you want to. I know that a lot of people have the program called Note to Mail. Well, if you don't have Note to Mail, you have to go to Notepad, open up Notepad, and email that to yourself. And the reason why you want to email this to yourself is because you need to enter this password to access the mobile version of our system. I'm going to say that again. In order to use SMS Dominator on any mobile version, whether it's iPhone, any Android, iPads, iTouches, what's the other one? Any Android system, this is going to work for you. All right. So again, you copy that password, and then you're going to want to write this down. I'm going to put this in Notepad actually. I'm opening up Notepad, JQ, in the new Windows 8. All right. So step 1, log into your SMS Dominator account. Step 2.
That's got to be a record.
What's that?
Type that whole line without a single spelling error.
I'm thinking that I probably had a typo, and I looked up and I didn't see any typo, and I heard you say that. I'm like, I know what he's going to say. No typo. All right. Log into your SMS Dominator account. Step 2, go to settings.
Boy, you're getting good. You are getting
unbelievable,
good.
Huh? Step 3 is copy the password. Well, how's that? How am I doing so far? Pretty good?
Unbelievable. I can't. This is. I mean, I'm flabbergasted.
I know. All right, step 4. Here's the big part right here. Step 4. And by the way, JQ, we're just going to show this to the few people that are in this room. I don't want to show this to the world. However, we are recording this, so I guess we could change it to show it to the world, right? Step 4 is I want you to go to this page, smsdominator.com/go/SMS. I think that's it, /m. Let me test this, okay? I'm just going to test this before I confirm that that's the right one. I'm just going to do that right now. Actually, I want to copy this code first, don't I? Because if I don't, go back in. So this is the code for me. All right. Now I'm going to go to here. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to use your password. See, I don't need to worry about that because I know what this one is. So you're going to use your email address that you signed into SMS Dominator and get password, that ugly password that's right here, and put that password in here. Are you following me, JQ?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Oh, God, I just had to grab a sip of while you said that. All right, now I can shrink this down just to show you how this works. Okay, I'm going to shrink it down just to show you that this works on any iPhone, all the way. They can get that small. Okay, can you see how small that gets?
Yes.
And it can get as big as you want it as well. All right. So for now, I'm actually gonna shrink it down a little bit, just so you get an idea how this will look on your phone. And you're going to have in here seating notifier. You're going to have in here send SMS, or some things that you're not going to have in here. This is my account, so you're going to have some features in here that are not available, that I've disabled. But seating notifier is right in there. You just click on seating notifier. You can just start using it right away. Okay, and so you can actually go into a restaurant with this and set them up and show them. You can use this on your iPhone. You can use this on your Android. You can use this on your tablet. I think this is really cool. So you can. So again, the seating notifier. If you can't remember what the seating notifier is, this is the replacement of those buzzers that you get when you have to wait for half an hour at the restaurant for a seat. They now buzz you on your cell phone rather than getting one of those buzzers. And you put in your name, you put in your telephone number or the customer's telephone number, how many people are at the table. The service is really, 6 people. And the message delay is you get a message back 90 minutes later saying, how was your meal? Very important, guys. All right, so that's how that works. Is that pretty cool, JQ?
Yes, it is. Now
All
we
right,
just
so
get the restaurants to use it.
yeah, absolutely. All right, so let me just go back again. Step 1, log into your SMS Dominator account. Step 2, go to settings. So let me just cut this, and I'm going to actually put this under here. Go to settings, copy the password, never change it. So example of the password. Step 4, go to smsdominator.com/go/SMS/M. Now, a lot of iPhones, your iPhone and your Android phones, you can actually set up a link there to automatically save it so that you don't have to always type that in. Now, the reason why I mentioned that you should email this to yourself is because when you go on your iPhone or you go on your Android, you want to be able to go into your email. And when you go into your email on your phone, you want to be able to look at that email and see this long, ugly password so that you can copy this password from your email on your phone and paste it to that link that up above here. Do I need to say that again, JQ? You understood what I said, right?
I understood, yes. But of course, I'm good at
it's
interpreting what you
I
say.
guess I'm saying that because it's really tough to type all these letters without making a mistake, your password on your phone. So I want to make sure that that's your easy way to ensure that you don't make a mistake. Okay? All right, I'm going to stop the desktop sharing for a little while and go back to home, because home is where to be, home for a while in my own country. All right, so how was that, guys? Did that work? Be honest. We want to make sure that things seem pretty good. Steve says yes. Terry Jones says cool. Great. All right, so
Well, the thing is, folks, you want to, Keith just walked through that with you. What I would do if I were you later on today, and today would be a good time to do it, test it out for yourself and then see how it looks on your mobile phone. And if you're experiencing a problem, get back to it, and we can maybe help you, or maybe we can get you this recording, and you can watch the recording and see if it's better.
Okay, so what I just did, JQ, I don't know if you can see it in the chat button, is I just copied everything in there. Step 1, log into your SMS Dominator account. Step 2, go to settings, copy the password, never change it. There's the example of the password. Step 4, go to there. Now, I probably should have removed that password because people are going to say, okay, I'm going to copy this password. Well, if you copy that password that I put in here, it's not going to work. You're going to copy your password, not mine. And Mike A says, God, it looks very good. It does look very good. In fact, it looks awesome using this, guys. Seriously, it looks really good. I use it on my cell phone all the time. Okay? It looks really, really good. Yes, as they say. Is that what they say, JQ? Wicked Pissa?
I don't know. You just said it.
they say it in Boston anyway. Wicked Pissa. That was like the 1970s. They don't say it. It's just like the other thing they don't say is everybody refers to us as the Bean Company. What is it?
Beantown?
Beantown. Nobody who lives in Boston refers to us. We don't refer to us as Beantown. But everybody outside of Boston refers to us as Beantown. So it's kind of funny when somebody says to you, "Oh, you live in Beantown." They're like, "Oh yeah, obviously you have no idea what you're talking about."
Well, you guys are the only ones who talk about the water bubbler and think about it being the bomb dog.
It's the bomb dog, yeah.
I never heard of that stuff before, ever.
Well, the water bubbler, by the way,
Boston is its own special little corner of the world.
It does, and we don't call soda or soda pop. We call tonic. It's tonic where we are.
Not tonic, tonic.
Tonic. I can't. My Bostonian accent is not very strong, but I do say tonic. And my kids don't even do that anymore. It's just a little area of this Boston area. Hey, you want some tonic? That means Coke.
Oh, I meant gin and tonic.
No, tonic means here. Tonic means Coke. Want some tonic?
I know.
Yeah. Oh, you know, yeah. Yeah, we do say water bubble. In fact, I didn't know this, JQ. I bought the name. I had this idea at one point before you and I met, or at some point. I had an idea that people usually gather around the water bubbler, right? Or whatever what do you guys call it? The water fountain?
Water cooler.
Water cooler. People gather, right? If you're working in an office, people go to the water cooler and they say, "Oh, did you see the baseball game? Oh, did you see did you see what happened last night?" And that's where they have those chats, right? Hold on one second. My son just came to the door. Hold on a second.
Big son or little son?
All right, so I'm back. So yeah, the buzz around the water cooler, right? So I went and I bought this name called waterbubblerchat.com. And I wanted it to be one of those sites where people would like say, "Hey, did you hear about this? Hey, did you hear about that?" And I bought the name. I set up their website, and everyone was like, "What's a water bubbler, Keith?" I'm like, "Really? Really? You don't know what a water bubbler is?" Everybody in Boston thought that was a great name, but anywhere else they're like, "What's a water bubbler?"
Yeah.
I was actually shocked that it was a water bubbler chat. Here I am thinking I did a good thing, but it obviously bombed. So anyway, JQ, what's on your tap for this afternoon? You said you're going to do some desktop sharing at another time for your programs working.
Well, well, actually, one of the things I thought of, we had a discussion the other day, and there was some questions about. Well, one of the things we talked about, and I think all of you guys heard this. Making your own videos. You've got inexpensive or free video recording equipment available to you, plus Camtasia, which is very expensive, of course. And it's real easy to make a quality video with this stuff using a PowerPoint presentation, and then just view the slides and narrate the slides. And when you're all done, if you thought it through and got a decent PowerPoint, you've got a video, and it's marketable, it's useful. So what I was thinking of, because somebody said they weren't too up on it, is we could maybe do a little work on how to work with PowerPoint, creating PowerPoint slides or slideshows. I wouldn't be PowerPoint. I use OpenOffice here, or not. I'm using LibreOffice right now, the newest one. So that was the deal. Excuse me, I got a cough.
This cough was brought to you by SMS Dominator. Again, this cough was brought to you by SMS Dominator. Go ahead, continue, JQ.
Well, anyways, so that was the thought. So my question, I guess, let me ask that question right now for the people in this room. Are you people interested in doing something like that, spending a little time in a conference room like this, going through, working with the software creating a PowerPoint presentation or PowerPoint type presentation. You can purchase your sanitizer at CVS. Yeah, I got plenty of that stuff. I just haven't got it handy here.
Well, I think that's a great. I'll tell you what I find to be the problem. And I always have to remind myself when I start doing a PowerPoint presentation and getting it up and running. It's not just the PowerPoint presentation. It's how do you tell a story? It's almost like, okay, before we actually start the PowerPoint presentation, we have to say, okay, what's the problem? How can it be fixed? What is? I can't remember off the top of my head, but what's the problem? Here's a way to solve it, and we recommend this is how you fix it. That type of thing, And people tend to forget to do that, and they just throw up a PowerPoint without doing it. So, and that's the hard part. All right, what's the problem? And how do we?
Well, actually,
go ahead.
I think that would be a good way to start a presentation. Just open up with a slide, title of the slide, whatever your thing is, and say, first slide or two is we've got it. We're trying to define this. We're defining our problem, and explain what we do there. And you can do this in one slide, and then just 2 or 3 slides that tell like you said, what's the problem, and what do we got to do to fix it, and how are we going to take those repair steps, or whatever, fix-it steps.
Right.
And then go into your slide presentation, showing them step by step. All right, you've defined a problem as this. And have a specific problem already there. Now, and we also, you've got these problems. So, thing we can do is yada yada yada, and then elaborate on that, and then go to the next slide and do the same thing, and continue stepping through it like that until you've gotten all the aspects of the problem covered, and then finally at the end you would summarize it all, and then you could close your presentation. But the way it always works, guys, this is any presentation you're doing. All right, this is the standard format, and that is you tell the audience what you're going to tell them first. Then you tell them the story. And then, when you're all done telling them the story, you tell them what you just told them.
Right. Okay? I'm looking at Rick Caldwell wrote pain, problem, solution.
There you go.
I get a pain.
There you go.
For instance, I get a pain in the butt. His name is Keith, my son. And the solution is to strangle him.
No. Was that the son that just came in the door?
Yeah, he just came in. Yeah, I'm kidding.
Is he still going to college? You haven't mentioned that. Is he still going to college? Boston College?
He's part-time last year, and he's starting up again in January. So it's been sporadic, but it's definitely we're on the upswing. We're definitely on the upswing with that.
Well, tell him that from me that he really should make a point to finish.
Absolutely.
I mean, it will serve him well in the future. You don't know what, I don't know how exactly, but he's just going to be a better man for it.
I completely agree, and I got to tell you, I think I know I've mentioned this before. I personally did not graduate from college until after making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. But as a stockbroker, I didn't have my license. Everybody assumed. I didn't have my degree. Everybody assumed I did because I had my stockbroker license, but I didn't. I went out and got my stockbroker license, started making a lot of money before I actually got my degree, but it made a significant finishing it up. It really did, in terms of my personal life, not in terms of my monetary life.
Right.
Most people are the other way around, or both. It'll make a difference in their monetary life, right?
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't matter, but it's just the idea of it's just you get a sense of accomplishment.
Absolutely.
I mean
Absolutely.
That's the way I feel about it.
I gotta say, I mentioned this, JQ, before we about this logging into SMS Dominator using the method that I just gave you. If you guys have a tough time or a problem, let me know. I'm going to try to be around. I do need to get a haircut. I know it sounds kind of funny because my hair is just starting to grow, but it's growing crazy in the back. So just let me know, and I'll help you go through the steps. But I think you should be able to do it. In fact, while we're talking, you should be able to grab your phone now that anybody has a smartphone and test it. It should work for everybody, because it works really well on both of my phones. Let's see. I get a sense of accomplishment just getting out of bed in the mornings. Absolutely, Harry. Me too. I get a sense of accomplishment that I can still bend down and tie my shoe.
Yes, I know how that feels.
Oh, by the way, I know they haven't mentioned this, but I am on a diet, JQ.
Oh,
And
no.
I know. I started this diet last Sunday, and I've been very good for 8 days now. I have not weighed myself, but I don't feel like I've lost any weight, and it's driving me nuts thinking that I don't think I've lost any weight at all.
Yeah, well, maybe you haven't lost any weight.
Maybe. I'm trying to say, okay, what is up with that? I mean, here I am, like, eating anything. I mean, I'm just not eating that much. And I'm saying, well, maybe I'm not eating enough, and my metabolism is just freezing. But I'm saying, no way. I'm just so overweight that I should have lost something over the last 8 days. But then again, I've been on pain medicine, and I'm saying, well, maybe the pain medicine is having a reaction to my weight loss program.
That could really be part of it.
Yeah, absolutely, Harry. It's spelled die with a T at the end. Were you going with bald head man look, Keith? Not yet. I will be doing that again though, James, at some point. My goal is to lose weight first, and then shave my head. A person said to me one time, "I don't mind if you get fat. I don't mind if you get bald, but if you're fat and bald, I don't want to ever talk to you ever again."
Well, at least I don't have to. I fit the fat part, but I'm not the bald part. So that's.
So if I do go bald, if I do shave my head bald, I want to make sure that I'm a little bit slimmer than I am today.
Anyways,
Harry says I'm fat, bald, and beautiful. So what's your point? Absolutely. Well, I'm glad you guys are. I really enjoy the fact that you guys are here. I do see that there are more people here today, JQ, than.
JQ, right? Not Joe. JQ.
What was the Joe part? That was really weird.
I don't know.
I don't even know anybody named Joe. Maybe I should change your name to Joe. Hey, Joe.
The guys where I go at the workout, I go to the Holiday Inn every morning.
Yeah.
Old man started calling me Dave, and I kept telling him what my name was. He kept calling me Dave, so I finally quit telling him what my name was. I'm Dave down there.
Oh, that is wicked funny, Dave. Hey, Dave.
Yeah. How's it going, Dave?
You're Dave. You're JQ here. You're Dave at the gym, and you're somebody else in real life.
That's right. I go, I like to go incognito.
I don't like to wear clothes either.
Yeah, but in this society, it's required. It's required.
Rick Caldwell wrote www.fatsickandnearlydead.com is the site for you. Well, that's funny because Rick, I don't know if you remember me mentioning this. I am at some point going to write this book, and I just haven't done it. But I do own the URL. Why go on a diet when you can wear black.com? It's anywhere. But why go on a diet when you can wear black.com? And I want it to be like a coffee table book with like a picture of me in the front wearing black, looking heavy and happy, and then a picture of me in the back looking thinner and happier, or something like that. But in the inside, we'll say, well, why do you really want to? You really need to health, right? So wearing black is fine, but being fat is not fine. But I need to lose the weight first, right, JQ?
Yeah, that makes it a little bit more convincing.
Gus of Miami says, with a lot of liquid juice, like mojito. Mojitos in the morning, mojitos in the evening, mojitos in the afternoon. That is the life of Gus.
And don't worry, be happy.
I've actually had a mojito's one time. My friend Jim made it for me, and quite. Have you ever had one of those, JQ, ever?
No, never. As a matter of fact, I'd never heard of them until I came on this show. You guys are really, really doing something to my morals here. I mean, it's going downhill.
I can't even remember what it really is. I think it's like gin, but with mint leaves. You know, soaked in mint leaves, and the combination of the two are really refreshing. And it's great for the summer. And if you live in Miami, it's like summer all the time anyway, right?
Ugh, I can't imagine that. Gin and gin alone.
Gus will tell you exactly what it is. So, lots of pounds and my wallet. Am I right?
No, I used to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the big thing when I was back in my drinking days, the big drink to have was just a whiskey sour, or in the summertime, Tom Collins. You know.
I actually knew a guy named Tom Collins.
Yeah, but nowadays they got all these fancy. Then I heard about this one called Sex on the Beach, and I thought somebody was getting fresh, you know. But then I realized no, that's actually a cocktail that they mix up.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of a funny name, isn't it? I'm actually embarrassed to say something like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm very conservative.
Cocktail consisting of white rum, lime or lemon juice, sugar, mint, ice, and carbonated or soda water. Sure it's not tonic water?
So mojito is not margarita, absolutely. Time everyone, thank you, Bob the Kilt. Well, listen, it's probably time for both of us to go, JQ. I think we're kind of good to go, unless you have something else to talk about.
No, I guess not. I can't share my desktop, so I can't show you that. Show them those little short videos on how to make money online.
Well, we'll do this if you can. As soon as we get, we need to talk to Bob Weissman, and you need to go into testing mode and download that thing through IE that you're in right now.
Yeah, I started to.
Oh, and by the way, I am recording still, so I'm going to stop the recording now.